But some of the highlights of what we got in our program right now is number one, AAC Hockley, a really strong, short-standing wheat variety. It's got a really nice yield package on it, really strong for protein. It's got a really good bushel weight to it and a strong fusarium rating. Fusarium, so it's got kind of when we look at varieties, kind of look at it as a whole package, and sometimes there's little weaknesses in varieties when you look at them. And Hockley's kind of that one from A to Z that kind of offers some pretty strong protection, no matter which way you look at it, from yield to protein to standability, disease package, all that. So that one's been really good. When we look at it across the prairies here, it's done extremely well. You know, in drier years, it's going to compete with everything very similar. But when you get into those wetter years and those little bit more challenging years where standability and disease pressure becomes a factor, and that's where you see Hockley really take that next step. It's a really strong variety front to back. So we're seeing acres in that one pick up across the West pretty strong here this year again. So we're excited to see where that one continues to go for us. Another really strong variety for us is SY Manus. So you'll see this one typically a little bit more situated in pockets in Manitoba and then into the irrigated zones in southern Alberta, maybe pockets of southern Saskatchewan as well. But wherever you got water, it's a variety that what we've learned over the last few years is acts very similar to kind of a CPS style wheat in a sense. It's a little shallower root structure, so you don't want to place it on ground that's extremely dry and sandy. But if you get adequate to good moisture in it, it's going to excel and be a top yielder on your farm. So we see it excel really strong here in Manitoba, where we typically tend to have a little bit of a bit more wetter climate from year to year. And then in those irrigated zones, they're having really good luck with it, where they can push it a lot. So it's short, stands really well, a high yield potential to it. It's an intermediate rating for fusarium and a decent protein to it. So overall, just a really nice variety. A little bit different than Hockley. Hockley's a little bit more well-rounded. That's going to kind of fit on any acre. Manus is a variety that, like I said, you're not going to want to throw it on a sandy piece of ground, but anywhere else it's going to fit fairly well and excels under moisture.